What's good, guys? M.V.K here back again. Your Alpha's here to give you his impression of episode 19 of Young Outsiders. Hope everybody's been enjoying Outsiders. As you all know, from the land of San Diego Comic-Con, Young Justice has been renewed for a fourth season. The hits just keep coming, right? So, this episode is called Elder Wisdom. And the gist of this episode is the Outsiders, Beast Boys team is really running high. They're really running high. People are loving them. Hashtag We Are Outsiders everywhere you go on social media. You name it, they are trending. Until they come into the eyes of old Picklepuss Baldy himself, Lex Luthor. So, instead of really taking it to the team, what do? What does Lex do? He kind of goes subterfuge. He tries to break them from the media, tries to make them look bad, the kids bad, through tactical aspects. It starts in I believe an African nation. I'm forgetting the name of it. It was Botswana, I believe that was the name of it. And it's a climate change conference. Troya is there. Garth is there. Garth gets knocked out, Troya gets attacked, and the team arrives to help. And then, of course, later on, Flash does get there. We get to see El Dorado, as that's what El Dorado is called. El Dorado. He's in gear, and he's helping out, which is cool. But afterwards, basically, Lex basically says that I called in help from the Justice League because these kids are unfit. They're gonna get people hurt. Blah 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 blah. That kind of situation. And I love how Flash said, "Yeah, I'm always here to help," but and he turned up and he's like, "Don't think I'm here to put up with your crap." Like come on, we all know Lex. Like, fuck out of here. In the midst of that fight between these so-called assassins, Violet gets her throat protecting Tara. And you can see she's having trouble healing. And that's where so much craziness starts happening. Some of the parents of the team, including Cassie, which we saw, El Dorado's father, and Jay Garrett, original Flash, always respect, is they kind of feel like, yo, what you guys are doing, you're putting a target on yourself now, basically, and the kids have arguments about it. Like, Beast Boy's like, look, I don't need your consent, or Static, or Jaime doesn't need, we're 18, they're 18, so we don't. But the other teens, they're like, they don't want them doing this. Cassie's mom is more like, this, you're putting a target on yourselves now, because now, before the team was covert, now you're putting a target on you. And to some degree, you can understand it, but it's also like, how weren't they putting a target on themselves before? Just because the team was covert, that doesn't make a sense. This was all kind of Lex's plan. Whatever. So in the meantime, basically Beast Boy, Static, and who else? I think it was Flash, Kid Flash. It wasn't Kid. Was it Kid Flash? Because I think Bart got hurt. He did get hurt in the previous fight. But they go to Ireland and help find this little girl who is lost. And we find out that Dr. Ivo and these crazy android monkeys he have in like a factory where Lex keeps a lot of his robots. And it was kind of supposed to be all part of the plan for Lex to use that as a tool of keep pushing towards this kind of registration act. Pretty much, that's basically what it was. And that was the whole concept with that. The other concept that was going on is Violet. She does what wasn't expected, been done so quickly. She tells Brion. She tells Brion and Tara. First, Brion is like, why are you so distant from us? Blah, blah, blah. What happened? You got to talk about it, because even McGann was saying that. And, she comes out and says, I kissed a girl. And I didn't want to, and it meant nothing. She was just a friend. But then she comes later on and tells Brion and Tara that the previous body, or previous host of the body, she took bribes. She took bribes to let the assassins into the royal castle that got Brion and Tara's mother and parents killed. Brion is like, okay, how long did you know this? And she says, for a while. Brion just leaves. Tara goes into some kind of, she's hyperventilating in a sense. It's crazy. I thought Tara was going to flip out. I thought she was going to flip, but she didn't. So the kids are able to, like I said, they were able to tell their parents how to feel. They kind of use a little bit of a Spider-Man route. The whole, with great power comes great responsibility, and the whole thing about, they need these meta-teens need our help. They need us, and it kind of helps them. And in doing so, when Lex goes back on G. Godfrey to kind of go off on the rip on them, he kind of flips it and was like, look, you talking about this? Well, this is Jay Garrett, the original Flash, on social media. This is what he had to say about it. Boom. This is what the parents are all for them doing this. Boom. And I can't tell you how happy I was to see Lex get put in his fucking place and make him look dumb. I loved it. I was like, he looks like an idiot. Lovely. I loved it. However, it did have to do with a lot of Batman and Oracle and all them. They were able to do. We found out later that a lot of this stuff is from them. And now, once again, it brings full circle back to what Wonder Woman said when this all went down. We're lying to our teammates about everything. The whole concept of the outsiders. This has all been orchestrated. And Bruce's line is, we're at war. And it's like, okay, but the truth of the matter is Diana is right. We're lying to our teammates. And how is that going to look when that comes out, that the whole concept of the outsiders, somewhat, the effects of the outsider is kind of been orchestrated by you guys, by friends, McGann, Superboy, Nightwing, y'all knew about this. It ended on a good solid note. Can y'all see that? And it's almost like they don't. Or do they? But it was still a good episode. The big plus of this was making Lex Luthor look dumb. Making him look like an idiot. I'm sorry. Anytime you can make Lex Luthor look dumb, that's a home run for me. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I sure did. That's always going to be a pleasure to see. Congratulations once again for Young Justice renewed for a 4th season. I know we got a few more episodes left. It's still a little bit, I've still got to get used to this whole now just one episode, but also the time has changed because sometimes I'm not available on Tuesday, especially in the afternoon, in the morning. But I enjoyed it. Hope you guys did too. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.